This week, when it appeared Ahmadinejad might lose what had been forecast to be a close election at minimum, most neoconservatives in this country then claimed that the results of Iran's vote would not matter because that country's supreme leader is the Ayatollah, not its president, and President Obama was wasting everybody's time encouraging democracy in Iran. But now that Ahmadinejad seems to be stealing this vote, many of those same neocons have a new claim, now blaming the election fraud on President Obama. Why? Because apparently only President Bush's foreign policy approach prevented Ahmadinejad from rigging his re-election.
First, he was a Republican operative who served time in federal prison for dirty tricks against Democratic headquarters in 2002 and wrote a book about it called How to Rig an Election, out in paperback. Alan Raymond, Alan!
Quote former Pentagon official Frank Gaffney, "These people are thugs and they have been emboldened by our weakness."
Where do you reside?
Tallahassee, Florida.
And what is your profession?
I'm a computer programmer.
Would you please speak into the microphone so the audience can hear your testimony?
I'm a computer programmer.
Mr. Curtis, are there programs that can be used to secretly fix elections?
Yes.
How do you know that to be the case?
Because in October of 2000, I wrote a prototype for President Congressman Tom Feeney at the company I work for in Oviedo, Florida, that did just that.
And when you say did just that, it would rig an election?
It would flip the vote 51-49 to whoever you wanted it to go to and whichever race you wanted to win.
Some apparently having failed to wait for the vote not to be counted before weighing in to now hilarious results. At 11:55 a.m. Friday, Bush White House Press Secretary Ari Fleischer having emailed Washington Post reporter Glenn Kessler, appearing to credit his former boss with the reform movement's success. Quoting Fleischer, Friday morning, one of the reasons there is a substantial reform movement in Iran, particularly among its young people, is because of George W. Bush's tough policies.
Okay. Given the availability of such vote-rigging software and the testimony that has been given under oath of substantial statistical anomalies and gross differences between exit polling data and the actual tabulated results, do you have an opinion whether or not the Ohio election, presidential election, was hacked?
Yes, I would say it was. I mean, if you have exit polling data that is significantly off from the vote, then it's probably hacked.
Italics, Mr. Fleischer's. And yes, he cites the Iraq war as having had a positive effect. Quote, Shiites in particular see Shiites in Iraq having more freedoms than they do. Bush's tough policies have helped give rise to the reformists, and I think we're witnessing that today. And the final result was 63 to 32.